market is going to take your money, you got to make it so hard for the market to take your money. Not by fighting the market, but by simply getting samples of trade in order to get feedback on what the market is doing. You need to properly align yourself with what the market is actually doing. And if you're not able to journal or review your trades, how then can you actually get yourself in line with what the market is doing? A lot of traders think it's just only one trade, but remember, it's over a series of trade for you to understand what works and what is not working, and for you to be able to fish out the trades you want to take. So less more of strategy and more of preparation towards how you trade. Is either your journaling, is either your forecasting, and also having data that you can always reference back to, because at the end of the day, all traders are going to meet a boss up, but what determines you becoming a profitable and a successful trader is how you recover back by going back to your trades, reviewing your trades, and knowing what's constantly working for you. So hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Mira Forex and I'm documenting my forex trading journey here on YouTube. So guys, today's video is going to be how to set up your Notion video, or how to set up your Notion plate or your workspace, because it's a question I get asked a lot of time. Mira, can you share your Notion templates? Mira, can you share your journaling workspace? And yes, today guys, I'm making the video, and if this kind of video you like, please do well to like and subscribe to this channel. And yes guys, at the end of the video, I might be sharing my trading Fibonacci tool and how I use my Fibonacci. So to address this question, so I'm going to be leaving the free templates link in the description below. So let's just dive into the video, and I hope this video is insightful and helpful to you in any way. And do what? Sit back and relax. We're starting off with how I journal both my win and my learn trade, which is loss trade. So as you can see, okay, first of all, if you go back to May, as you can see in May we have this is our check box, and as you can see, the win rate was 35.374%, and these were all the trades. So guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I journal. So first of all, like, the template is just always like this. The only thing I do is every new month I can just go here, tap by the side, and do duplicate without content. So when you duplicate without content, I can just go in here, change the month. I can change the month and just change the month to August. So that's simply how I do it. So I change the month to August, then enter the new month I want to enter. So first of all, in the trading, this is AUD USD trade I'm in. So in this, first of all, what you do is when you open the template, you type the pair. This is where the pair, then you enter is either a buy or a sell. So this is a buy. Then confirmation, what was the things that helped you confirm that okay, it's a buy time? So my trading plan is first of all, if I get a sweep, I get a change in state of delivery. After a change in state of delivery, I get a displacement, a shift in market structure, retracement back to FVG, and my continuation trade, and then dates. We put the date of the trade, then time frame. What is my entry time frame? Is either 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. So this trade particularly was a 1 hour entry. Then my forecast, this is a very, very important thing. So my forecast is more like I hold the shift button and the at button. When I hold the shift and the at button, I go here and I look for AUD USD forecast, and I join it here, then I open it, and you see 4th, that was yesterday forecast. So why do I put this forecast? So in terms for me to know, okay, that this was what I was anticipating in price, and did I follow my forecast, or did I go in line with what my forecast was telling me? And this is what I followed in taking the trade. And as you can see guys, the trade is still running at the moment. So that's how I put my focus in order to go back and say, okay, what was my bias? My bias was bullish, and what was I expecting, waiting for all those things, just to make sure, to help myself to say this was what I was expecting that day, and this is what later happened. So another thing is trade type. Is it a continuation trade or a reversal trade? This is a continuation trade. So section, which time did you enter the trade? Is it New York, is it London, is it Asian section? So this trade was in the night. So it's Asian section. So how many RR am I targeting? 1:2, 1:3. Normally I go for 1:2 RR. Next risk. So this risk is more like the trade I'm taking. If my account is on drawdown, this is to remind myself, okay, am I going to be taking 1% risk, or am I going to be reducing my risk to 0.05% or 2%? But I've never used this 2% yet, but I'm still on 0.5%. So this DOW simply means day of the week. So you have to try to journal to know which day of the week do you think that market is always in a good condition for you to take a trade, and every time, like the days of the week that your trade normally pans out. So most times in the AMD in weekly power of trade, we always have Tuesday creating the high of the week or the low of the week. So most times the Tuesday can be a time that maybe it's a high probability that your trade is likely to play out. But yesterday was on Tuesday, so entry style, is it low risk entry or is it high probability entry? For you to know the kind of entry that you're so good, or the one that reoccurs most often. So this my trade is more like a high probability entry. And then outcome, is it a win or a loss? So as you guys can see that the trade is still running. So if later on the trade becomes a win or a loss, I can tick win, because the trade is still running. So is win. I can still break even the trade if I want. Then I can go to add icon in order to add the red or the green. So I can add the green, and then this is how the trade is. And as you can see now, I took one loss yesterday on Monday, which I posted in my YouTube community, and as you can see I didn't tick it. So as you can see, 2 trades win. And what am I getting here? I'm getting what, 50% win rate, although this one there's nothing here, so that's why it's writing 50% win rate, but it's supposed to be, you see, 66% win rate. That's to understand that it's over a series of trades, like out of 10 trades or out of 20 trades, how many were a win and how many were a loss. That's how you get your win trade, by ticking this. And I'm going to be leaving this free templates link on the description below. Then going over to my forecasting, in my forecasting, the same way I do my win or learn trade, I can just come here, duplicate, then you see you have a new month. The next thing you can, okay, I also forgot that in that my win or learn trade in June, you can also have a calendar view. As you can see, I have a calendar view. On the 3rd I took 2 trades, and one was a win and one was a loss. On the 5th I took 1 trade, and one is it's just 1 trade. Then in a tabular form or in a gallery form, as you can see, gallery form, you can still open it and it's the same thing that will appear. So going back to the forecasting, you can use this arrow here to return back to the forecasting. I use this arrow by the side here to return back to wherever you were before. So in forecasting, I go to my forecasting. As you saw, I duplicated here. I can still go back here and do what? Write what? August, and then go back to my forecasting. Then I can shift it back down to this side, and then June. So why I do make it week, like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I don't want to mix so much things in order for me to even get confused on which one I'm doing. So as you can see, so far in this week I've done only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forecasts. So in my forecast, if you go into my forecasting template, what you can see is on Monday I make sure every of my forecast I do start on the monthly, but when I want to journal I start from the weekly time frame. And as you can see, I write out what I think the market is looking like and what is the possible scenario of the market, what the market is going to do, and then copy and paste it here. And then later on in the day, I have my alarm set to 8:30 in the evening, because most times that's where I might be going to bed. I try to do after. That's what I expected and what the trade panned out to be. As you can see, I was expecting an expansion to the upside, and as you can see in the morning, what was I expecting? An expansion to the, for price to actually go low or price to hit this breaker block to go up. But as you can see, I took a buy from here, took a buy from there. Okay, this was the one I took a loss from, but the Euro USD panned out. So as you can see, if price will do a weekly AMD, so I say what is my bias? My bias is bullish or bearish. or my bias is bullish. So in the general bias, I try to know what is the general structure of the market. Is it a bullish general bias? And then conclusion is, am I going to be trading that day? That's if the market is in a good condition, then I'll be trading that day. Then if not, no trading. Then if like it looks like I'm going to be trading or I might not be trading, then I put sidelines. Then I put the date. Then expectation, I will now put what I think the most important thing I think I'm looking forward to price doing. Then key thing to note tomorrow is the bearish 4-hour candle for a change in state of delivery of, I just an important thing you think you just want to outline. So that's where I put there. So this was the loss I took, and I had a, that's why you saw I had sidelines. I was like bullish or bearish. So as you can see here in the 4-hour, I had a bullish setup, which was the one that later played out. But as you can see, the sell almost went, but later on went to take me out. So going over, so that's how I do it every day. I go, so every day by 8:30 a.m. I do after. As you can see, this was the trade I took. This was the take I took. So if you even see here, they have backlink, and this backlink, if you click it, it's going to take you to my win trade. You can go to my win trade and see that, okay, this was the trade I took that was a win. So guys, going over to the backtesting video, so this is more like my workspace where I have easy navigation on things I want to get my hands to, knowing that Notion cannot be only about your trading, but also can be about setting up your life in order, because goals are there for you to set directions, but the process towards it are the most important thing. But once you have a goal on things you want to achieve, your brain is not making too much decision. You just pick on one and just work on it, and makes it so much easier for you to navigate. And also I think that should be all. Then for my backtesting, for those that were asking me how to get your backtesting data, I have more. This is not my only backtesting. I have more backtesting data. So as you can see here, so in this backtesting data, as you guys can see, I didn't have the box. So how you can add the box is coming over here in this plus sign. Then you now do, okay, what do you want to do? You can use select, and then select, you go to type, what do you want? Do you want checkbox? So the next thing, you now go back, and then you have gotten the checkbox. So now we're going to be looking at this. We got a win here. After a win, we got another win. After a win, like you can see, almost all of, like what this is my backtesting. As you can see here, I got a loss. Okay, where was the loss? I got a loss. So let's just do win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So if you now go over to calculate how many trades, count all, you see that total of 14 trades. That's what you backtested, and then you now calculate by percent, calculate the one that are checked, then that's 100%. Okay, sorry, you leave the one that are lost, then you not mark the ones that are lost. So let's just do like this. As you can see, out of 14 trades, that's 7. Out of 14 trades, you got 64% win rate. But let's say you remove one again, that's in 14 trades you got 50% win rate. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, that's unmarked. Then 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, that's 7 marked. So at the end of the day, you over a series of 14 trades, 7 were wins, 7 were losses. So that's how you get to know your win rate from backtesting. So guys, I hope this video was insightful in any way, and if it was, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And yes, you can check the description below to, should I say, get the free template link. And if there's any further question concerning Notion, you guys can drop it below. Thank you.